Well, I'm 24 days in to my carnivore journey now. Carnivore slash ketovore. I'm not 100% strict on the carbs, but it's tail of the tape. So what I mean by that is I started this journey at 313 pounds, nearly 22 and a half stone. I'm only 5'7". I'm 56 years old. Everything was starting to seize up on me. So I've been on it just over 3 weeks. And things have changed. I've lost weight, measurements have come down. So when I first measured the circumference of my belly at the widest point, I'd managed to get 55 inches. And then 3 weeks in, well, we'll come to that in a minute. If you've never seen any of my journey so far on here, then my channel's Carnivore Lee. Really appreciate it if you'd like this video and subscribe. If you want to see how I get on over the next months or year, whatever it be. I'm not going to be posting millions of videos. It's probably one a week, or one a fortnight. I'm really struggling to talk into this, but I'm going to be honest with you, it's keeping me going in terms of I've tried this diet, carnivore slash keto, every year, January 1st, for probably the last 3-4 years. And I've failed. The longest I've done is 10 days. We're now day 24. Because it's not just about the food for me, it's about not drinking as well. So I'm 24 days alcohol free. I'm not quit drinking forever. I'm just not drinking at the moment. I don't feel I want a drink. I don't want to be in that place at the minute. If I wanted one, I'd have one. So I don't want one. Simple as that. So from my point of view, doing this, so again, it's keeping me on it. I firmly believe that if I didn't make changes to my lifestyle now or 3 weeks ago, that this year potentially it'd be the death of me. I've had friends of ours die who not as big as me, not as obese as me, from massive heart attacks. Some that I've been very involved with, in terms of there at the time. I'll go into that another time. You'd think, that kind of thing happened last time, that happened a couple of years ago. You'd think that would have been enough to kick me into sorting out my diet and my lifestyle. But if anything, it made me worse. Or I just switched off to it. I don't know why. But it didn't happen overnight. It took 8 years for me to get to the weight that I am. And I'm pretty sure it ain't going to disappear overnight. In terms of this last week, so when I weighed in last week, as in the video prior, I think I was down around about 1.5 stone. Weight-wise, I'm currently weighing in at just over 20 stone, so 20 stone 1 pound. So I'm 2 stone 4 pounds down since the beginning of January, there or thereabouts. However, these last 4 or 5 days, my weight's pretty much stayed the same. But the difference is, as I said, the tail of the tape, because you're not going to lose it all in weight straight away. The shape, the size, the circumference. I'm doing some light weights as well. Doing squats, some very light upper body weight training. So and I'm doing it till I feel the burn. So of an evening, I know I've done it because I can feel the tear in my muscles. It's quite a nice feeling for me. But so if there's a bit of muscle gain as well with the diet that I'm on, muscle does weigh more than fat. So it's going to have that effect. Now the tape that I'm using, I've just been using a tailor's tape. To measure my belly, and I'm using it at the widest point. So this week when I've done the measurements, so even though the last 4 or 5 days the weight has pretty much plateaued briefly, in terms of measurements I've lost another inch off my belly at the widest point, so I'm now down to 52 inch from 55 at the outset, so 3 inch in total. And I'm starting to see quite a few changes. So if you're one of these people who wake up every morning and you just feel that your bones and your joints are just seized up, they're so stiff, your leg joints, your knee joints, and everything else. And if that's because you're, massively overweight, obese, I mean, I'm morbidly obese, and it weren't, just getting up and down stairs. You start to think, I'm 56 years old. You start to think, well, I feel like a man of 70. But that's all gone. This carnivore diet, keto diet, really works. I've been watching people on YouTube for many years now. I never found anybody in the UK like me on the start of the diet. There's plenty of people across the world who have been extremely successful, and their figures are on there, and it's fantastic. I've been watching a guy called Dr. Ken Berry. He's an American family doctor. He never tries to sell you anything on his channel. That says to me he's talking the truth, and the results, it's there. I'm feeling it now. I'm starting to have more energy. It's definitely working. I'm going to stick to the course, hopefully, because I want to put something together where I can look back and think, yeah, I've done it. And maybe, video recordings are there forever, aren't they? Maybe my children might look back on it one day and think, yeah, my dad did turn it around. He did achieve something. He come back from the edge of the pit. And I'm, when you feel inside, something's there, and you're normally right. Your gut reaction tells you, and I know that's where I'm at. So hopefully, I've not left it too late, and I can survive this journey and come through the other side, and live for many more years and enjoy my grandchildren and my children that I've got. So Taylor's tape is what I'm using. It's in inches. Just wrap it around your waist. Not always the results are on the scales, so from that point of view, don't be disheartened if your scales aren't moving. Track your measurements, because even though the scales haven't dropped in the last 4 days, my circumference of my belly, which is pretty impressive, has. So it's motivated me, even though I was a little bit disappointed because the weight has been dropping off. And don't get me wrong, 2 stone in 3 weeks is phenomenal. It's going to slow down, there's no question about that. Food wise, I've been pretty good this week. I'm not strict carnivore. I am eating steaks, I'm eating meat, a meat-based diet with eggs, bacon, beef, pork, a little bit of chicken thrown in, but I am not strict carnivore. So I am adding little bits of carbohydrates in terms of a couple of grams in some tomato sauce I might make myself, in terms of from tomatoes, put a bit of chili and salt, pepper, cook it, add a bit of oil, just to add that little bit of flavour and a little bit of glaze to the meat, because meat is so tasty, but it can be very boring. Add some chilies, add some spice, add some pepper, plenty of salt. I am taking some supplements in terms of, I'll get them out another time and go through what I've been having to help me sleep. But my sleep is improving. Bear in mind, I'm a guy that used to, fall unconscious most nights with alcohol, and so my body would be fighting to keep me awake. Talked about that on another video. I think I'm just waffling on a little bit now, so I'm gonna cut this short. It's 8 minutes long. It's enough for anybody to bear. But if you're in a similar situation to me and you really feel that there's no hope, I would definitely tell you now, have a look on YouTube, research carnivore diet. Find Dr. Ken Berry, follow his stuff, look at his videos. The answers are all there if you're prepared to search. Join me on my journey. Let's do this together and see how we go. But yeah, that's where I'm at. So now we started at 22.4 stone. We're just 1 pound over 20 stone. I can't wait to be in the teens again and start moving that down. My goal weight, by the way, is around about 13 stone. So, I had 9.5, 10 stone to lose. So I've got a long way to go. But I'm excited about doing it. I'm enjoying it. I'm starting to feel like there is life at the end of it. I'm starting to get a small taste of what it might feel like when I get closer to the end goal. And that feels good. I'm really happy with it. So thank you for watching. If you've not subscribed, please do. It'd be great to get some encouragement, share your story. I'd be very interested to listen to anybody who's doing this journey right now. How's it going for you? and what results are you getting, and what little cheats or things are you doing on the diet to make it enjoyable. Please get in touch. Any comments are welcome, any encouragement really appreciated. Don't get me wrong, I'm no professional, so this video is probably awful, and I'm sorry for blabbering on. It still feels a bit weird talking into my phone, but it's keeping me on the diet, so I'm going to keep doing it. So thank you.